position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will be first on the attack. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible.
Breaks into the open. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Finds his tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Got his man. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distance.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So South Carolina's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the tailback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This crowd, full throat, splitting the ear. There housed it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quick hand. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, man, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
This time it's complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Wants to keep it in the air. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Cross just steamrolling the defense. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Looking for the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. He's in there. 2-point conversion is good and pushes the lead to 5. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Makes a connection. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Hart. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Peters. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll test the right side. Finding an escape route. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Off-play action on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll toss it to the left. Just plowing ahead. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Sooner. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Offense gets set for second down. The give to the single back. Turning it on! Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. Back to pass, it's Peters. They'll run the screen. Gets away from one, finds some space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got his man downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Calls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To throw, it's Peters. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute and score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and more. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He lofts one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Off the RPO, complete. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Peters. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They want to run it left here. He breaks a tackle. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They go to the ground. Creates a little space. There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll try the run. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight, and that's...
Oh, he's got just steamrolling the defense. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Shows him the stiff. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill position.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And no monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. With the catch, it's Hart.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Hart. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Peters. Fires one high and deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On a little time, lets it go. It's complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And the Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Offense in a bunch formation. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wants to go up top. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Peters. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch, it's Hart. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here on 3rd down. Lost to throw again. Got his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The give to the back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got it in the middle, it's Pierre. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Holds and fires complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game.
Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking for a gap. It's Cook. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Slings it downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shaw. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Crosses to 35. He's loose. The 30. Inside and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets the give. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. And the Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Finds his man, it's Shaw. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On the run, it's Bostic. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Sooners will send out the punt unit.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. That's just plowing ahead. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Sooners are in the red zone. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's busted. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. And the Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown Gamecocks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. On target. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The Sooners will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Just keeps moving. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Turning it. Continues to fight for yards. Past the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. The corners are walked up tight. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Laporta. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. Slipped through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Line getting set on second down. The toss to the right. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too, so we know they're going to a bowl game. Great.